I would tell first-time homebuyers, I do tell first-time homebuyers always to consider foreclosures, because they have in their mind that it's some kind of separate category, that it's different. They're just houses. They're like everything else. They're on the MLS like every other house. The realtor pulls them up like every other house. Some of them are in great shape, some of them are in terrible shape.
We thought a foreclosure meant, you know, all the appliances gone, sinks ripped out, dirt on the walls, and we learned that that's not necessarily the case with all foreclosures. We feel very lucky and fortunate to have ended up with a home that was a foreclosure because we were able to get so much more bang for our buck.
There could not be, in this market, a better time for first-time homebuyers to get into the market.
We got an amazing deal on this house and walked into it with a lot of equity.
Prices are at record lows. Interest rates are at record lows. I mean, that's like the perfect storm.
It helped provide some safety against the market. I didn't know where it was going.
They're nervous, they're getting into the market for the first time. They don't know, am I buying at the bottom, am I buying at the top? If you've got a foreclosure where you've got equity, like Chuck and Angie did going in, you're not going to wind up upside down next week or next month or next year.
It felt very comforting to have an agent walk us through the deal because she was able to provide us advice on this is how a foreclosure works, you need to be patient, we may not get an answer, but that doesn't mean that the deal is dead in the water.
This is unlike buying a home from an individual owner. There's no emotion on the other side, whereas buying your first home is very emotional. So we were on the edge of our seats.
5 weeks after we made the offer, the bank has accepted.
I think Mary Beth provided the research and the due diligence that is required when buying the foreclosures because there is concerns of the history of the house.
A foreclosure can be a much more complicated transaction. There's stuff going on behind the scenes. There's a real need to research liens, what else has gone on with the house. There's an especially important need to inspect incredibly well. The title can get messy. It's a much trickier transaction than a standard, these nice people are selling their house, these nice people want to buy their house.
We were buffered from probably the complexity that was there. She provided that and made it seem like a normal transaction.
It was a new process, so we really had trust and faith in Mary Beth that her expertise was going to get us through this, and we knew that. But above that, it was her persistence. We are extremely happy here. Feel extremely blessed. We really were looking for a home for our family, so it feels great knowing that we were able to get this just 6 months before she was born, and now it's her house.
This was not too good to be true.
But it was really good.